for the reunion, what would your predictions be? For example, predictions of who's going to have drama with one another.
Okay, let's see. I'm coming for Connor. I'll let you know right now. It's not okay with the fact that he's just talking about me, lying on me. Unnecessary. I had no problem with Koi. Like, we ended things great, but I think he has some things to say, but it's just like so irrelevant to me. Andrea, the way she is coming for Leah, genuinely very confused of why she's acting like that. Who else would have beef? I love Nicole. And PPG loves her, but I think, I hope she doesn't have any problem with us, like just being there for Kendall, but I'm not sure. But if there was a problem, it could be there. But Kane. Damn it, Kane. I was rooting for Kane. Kane's been talking crazy. So
oh, really?
I think we're all coming for Kane.
Who's Koi?
Exactly.
It's Violet Benson, your favorite meme queen and the big sis you didn't ask for but need. Welcome to Almost Adulting. Almost Adulting. Almost Adulting. Are you ready?
All right, so someone wise once said that the best people's names normally start with a J, kind of like Jesus, but also Janae.
Yes, what a wise individual.
That was you. So
it was me who said that.
You said it. No, I just made it up. I'm like, Jesus and Janae.
I was like, well, the person's smart.
You said it.
That's something I would say.
So today I have Janae on from Love Island US season 6, the third finalist. She's a day trader. She's God's favorite. And the chillest Sagittarius I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you for having me.
What so far would you say the wildest or most interesting thing that you read about yourself online since the show?
Oh, okay, the wildest, most, other than the I'm trilingual. I'm sorry if I'm not fluent in Japanese. I hate to break y'all's hearts. It's very Scotia as in like my name and numbers. Not fully bilingual, but I'm almost there. And the other thing is like my surgeries. There's like these doctors like, hey, I'm Dr. blah, blah, blah. I'm a surgeon at blah, 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 blah. And let's break down the beautiful Janae's surgery. She did this, 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 and this. I'm just like, I'll come in like, no, I didn't. It's like rhinoplasty, boob job. Mm-hmm. And when I got my rhinoplasty done, when I was going under, I saw like the brand, like a lip filler brand or whatever. And I asked the doctor, like, you also do lip filler? He's like, yeah. I'm like, add that to the list. Because I've always wanted my lips done. So he did my lips while I was asleep because all the girls say it's super painful and I have a 0 pain tolerance. So it's really just rhinoplasty, lips and boobs. But they're like, she's done like Botox and like a small BBL. And I was like, no. God gave me this one. That's why I'm God's favorite. And I really get it from my mama. But they were telling me like the list. And someone else said like, I got like my arms done. And I'm like, I need to work out. Like I did not get
That's so crazy. I've noticed online, everyone apparently has gone to medical school and everyone's an expert because I always see that stuff. Even with me, when I see all the things that supposedly I've gotten done, I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
someone even said my hair, somehow I moved my hairline.
Stop.
I'm like, how?
Stop. But no, I just feel like I don't know, Black girls, we probably like, we age very well. So me doing Botox is like, no. But I'm petrified of needles.
Yeah.
And I'm like the flu. If it's not the flu mist, then I'm not doing the flu shot. I'll just get the flu that year.
Oh, we're definitely opposites, but maybe that's why I'm a Scorpio. I don't mind needles.
That's my sister. She's a crazy tribal tattoo and she's a Scorpio.
I saw this thing. I think I read it online or I saw you in another podcast. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that you mentioned that you and Serena agreed to give the other $4,000 if either of you won. So I'm just following up to see if you ever got your $4,000.
Little notification.
So she hasn't given it to you yet.
But I don't know if she's gotten paid yet either.
Right. I don't think so.
We're waiting. And I already told production, like, when you guys send her 50, just send her 42. No, yeah, 42 because she owes me and Leah.
Oh, she's going to give Leah money too?
Yeah, she told us 4K and we told her 4K. We all agreed on 4K. So the shawty gets 42, we both get 4. It's like a fair deal.
That's so funny.
She's going to spend that on me at the club anyways.
What would you say the one question that you've been getting asked a lot in these interviews that you're sick of getting?
Ooh, I think I'm sick of questions related to like Connor and...
Oh, the Leah thing, Connor and Leah?
Yeah, only because like, if you're not asking me about my man, then don't ask about it. But no.
Wait, you're dating someone? I'm kidding. Wait, who am I interviewing right now?
You're so funny. Kenny. No, just anything related to like Leah doesn't really have your back because I like me and Leah would fight like sisters and love like sisters, and I say that all the time. She's literally like a sister to me, you know? So it seems like I haven't seen the show yet, but heard it's good. They'll say some things like, why is Leah so two-faced? And like, you know, it's so crazy when I tell you she's so far from that. Like she's had my back so many times that you guys don't see on camera. It like irritates me. Like, you guys have no idea. She would ride for me 1,000 times more if she could, you know? So I hate that. I'm like, y'all, like if I love her, can't y'all love her too? You know, my little supporters or whatever. But also anything related to Connor, because I told myself when I go in the villa, everything that I would usually do outside in the real world obviously wasn't working, so I'm going to try something different. I would never, ever go for someone who made it clear that I'm their second choice. Like, baby, if I'm not the first one, please keep it pushing. So for me to convince myself to just convince another guy, like even though I'm your second choice, I'm going to convince you that I'm really your first because I'm amazing. I had to humble myself to do it. And if I could rewind time, I would never do that ever again. Like, Janae, let's not forget. Like, I learned that moment. Yeah, no, if I'm not your first, then bye.
100%.
But I thought I'd try something new and I'll never do that ever again. So I just always asked about Connor. I'm like, please stop. Like, who?
Shit, now I don't know what to ask you. I'm kidding. I actually don't have anything about Connor.
Good.
Is there a personal story or aspect of your life that you wish more people knew about that has not come up in interviews yet?
Oh, that's a really good question. You know what you guys didn't see? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like super duper religious. You probably can't tell with the way I speak because my mouth goes crazy. But I, in the villa, would pray every morning. I'd pray every night. Sometimes I'd walk out to the deck early in the morning and pray. Like days I was really stressed. Me and Kenny, after the hideaway, before we went to bed, like in the hideaway, I guess, we prayed together. We prayed together before bedtime as well a couple of times. In the morning before we started our day, I'm like, did you pray? And he'd pray. We were praying hard up in that villa because like you just don't know what happens next, and like you don't want to start problems with the wrong people. Yeah, and I grew up going to church like 3 times a week.
Wow.
So like in the back of my head, I was like, let me not act up for Kenny's parents and my church family. Like that's in the back of my head. Yeah, you can't tell, but I'm actually really, really religious. And like my mom, she only asked me like, don't forget to pray. Please don't cuss. And she's like, are you gonna have sex on TV? And I was like, no, Mom. And she's like, thank you, Jesus. I'm like, girl, yeah. But I wish people knew that I try to act accordingly out of respect for the Lord. But
I mean, I've noticed the way you carry yourself so confidently. So I've always loved that. But that's so sweet.
I try.
So Kenny is pretty religious as well.
Yeah, he's Catholic. I'm Christian, but I kind of feel like they're like cousins. You feel me? Catholics and Christians. Yeah, I'm Baptist. And right before I came in here, I was actually studying because I'm just very curious of why the religions are so different, yet kind of have like the same base. So why am I drawing a blank? If you're Muslim, that means you are Islam.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So I was studying Islam, and then the other one is
Judaism.
Thank you. I'm drawing blanks. This is very embarrassing, but I was studying Islam and Judaism right before this because I know the original Bible was Judaism, right? You guys are the OGs, and so ours derived from you.
Judaism is the oldest
OG, and then Christianity, and then Islam.
Judaism is the oldest one God religion.
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism is the oldest multi-God religion, and Buddhism has been around longer than Judaism. But there are multiple gods.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm really curious about those things too. And I love God too. I love anyone that loves God as well. And I think we all technically, if you just believe in the universe, I think it's nice to believe in something. So I love that.
I was studying different religions before this just because I was just so curious. Like, what's the difference and stuff? But
I love that for you.
Little Miss.
What would you say one of the most emotionally challenging moments for you in the villa was, and how did you navigate it?
Oh my gosh. I think the most emotional challenge, there's 2, it's split. It was the day or the night that Andrea went home. I think it's safe to say that all the boys thought I was going to go home, but the girls were so ride or die for me that they saved me in the final, like in the bottom 3 with Nicole. And I say that because the next day I never felt so uncomfortable in my life in that villa, because I'd walk past the boys and it'd just be like awkward silence. And I know they want to be like, you should have gone home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hated that they couldn't understand the girls' point of view. Like Aaron said that why would you send Andrea home? She's one of the strongest couples. Like, she's coupled up with one of the strongest ones. The problem is, if they were the strongest couple, they wouldn't be in the bottom 3. Just saying.
That's true.
Like, you're in the bottom 3 because you're not the strongest. But that was besides the point. It's just the fact that the boys didn't understand it was me, and I felt like they had like a little bit of like passive aggressiveness towards me. And it was all love after a day or two. Like Jenna, you know we love you. And I understood, but it was just very emotionally challenging because I wanted to cry. But the girls like, don't you dare cry. Hold your head up. Like, we chose you because you've been open and honest, and you've been open to anyone that comes in the villa, so you deserve to stay. And I just felt really good, but also sad at the same time. The second one was definitely when Kenny brought Kat back from Casa Amor, only because I be in my head about someone. Like, I think they like me just as much as I like them, and everything's going good. And I'm like, we're probably going to go off and get married. And then bam, side piece comes. I'm like, why did you
No, he did. You didn't watch the show, and obviously you're already dating him, but if he didn't tell you, he did really like you. And I think it seems, if anyone who watched the show, it seemed as if he felt insecure, and a lot of times guys do that. He was scared because you're so powerful and you're so beautiful. He was scared that you're going to bring someone home, so he did that just in case. Plus he's a Pisces. Exactly. So they're just so like sensitive and sweet.
Because I'm just like, I don't know. He's the sweetest guy ever. And I get it. It wasn't until we had like a conversation I understood his perspective. But like in that moment, I was like, you really just tried my whole soul. And that's not the best decision. But I had to like take a breather. PPG talked to me because I wanted to go home so bad that night. You have no idea. I was begging.
No, I saw.
Uber. Like, you guys have no idea. I walked out that villa. I was like, you can't. I'm like, bye. It was the mic. Get me out of here. Like, I was
But
done.
honestly, I kind of liked that you finally fully expressed your emotions, because I feel that you kept trying to always carry yourself so calmly and so well. Yeah. And I think I tried to rewatch some episodes even yesterday before our interview. And it was actually upsetting for me to rewatch it, thinking about you, because there was these moments I'm suddenly noticing all the L's that you were taking. Yeah. And I think because you came off in a way that it's okay versus everyone else maybe reacts more emotionally, I think it made it easier for people to then not cater to your feelings as much, or not think about like, you as much.
I think when I really let it all out was when I was like on the deck or like on the top floor with Kenny, and I was just crying so hard I couldn't hold it in. I tried to do this thing where I hold in my emotions just because I love being happy, and it's kind of unhealthy to convince yourself to always be happy, but I just like love being happy. And like there's days where I want to cry, but then I try to remind myself, like, you know, I have food, I have clean water, I have a roof over my head, God is good, I'm fine. But I keep on forgetting, like, it's okay to cry, like it's okay to express yourself. So I'm working on that for sure. But yeah, there's so many times where I was in the villa, I wanted to cry. I'm like, you know what, I'm fine, just keep it pushing, because I just like was scared if people would judge me. But after a while, you don't even care.
Yeah,
like, if America judges me, whatever, I'm human, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. And you finally letting it out, it showed to Kenny how much you cared. It showed everyone else what you were actually feeling. So I think obviously everything happens for a reason, so it was a good time for you to finally let it all out. But yeah, I think that's probably why people sometimes overlooked your feelings in the villa from the beginning towards the middle, because you were constantly like, everything's fine, everything's okay, and everyone else is so much more emotional.
Yeah, something I'm working on.
But crying, by the way, is just, emotions are like waves.
Literally.
So happiness, sadness, they're all the same emotions. And if you're happy one second, that means you can be sad. But if you're sad right now, that means if I was happy yesterday, that means I can be happy again. And crying makes you... I'm Russian, so it's so hard for me to cry. And it took me years to learn how to express my emotions better.
Yeah, you guys are tough ones.
Yeah, I'm from the Soviet Union. I'm from communism. So we're very tough. I saw somewhere else that you kind of hinted that there were some islanders that maybe had issues with each other that we didn't see. You said something how some islanders are saying they have problems with each other. You said it on some podcast.
See, what I was talking about is, okay, so like in the villa, for the most part, I think we generally all like loved each other. And it's just weird now that we're outside. There's some people that are saying things that are absolutely not true. And like my biggest pet peeve is when people lie for no reason. So it could be that. Or did we have problems with people? I don't know. I think I pride, at least PPG, whenever we had a problem with someone, even if I had a problem with you, like when the cameras weren't rolling, I'll wait till camera's rolling so I can tell you right there. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I have a problem with you. Yeah, like Serena stood on business. Lily stood on business. For the most part, I stood on business when I needed to, but I got along with most people. There's only 2 or 3 that I told them straight up. Like, I couldn't. Like,
Who?
no, not even 2 or 3. Like, okay, so when the Casa More girls came in, I guess we weren't the nicest. But, like, in our defense, you just took our mans. So
Yeah.
just like, what do we do? Like, hi, Catherine, you took my man. Can I get you something to drink? Like, I can't, you know what I mean? So I was super standoffish, like straight face, wouldn't even look at them. We're in the makeup room. It was like awkward silence. They felt like they couldn't be in the makeup room when we were. And now we genuinely feel bad. But at the moment, we're just like, and what? You know what I mean? So it took like, even like HR had to remind us, like, let's not forget, like, we're sharing this villa. We're all like, you know, working here together. So let's be respectful. So we had a heart to heart with them. And now it's all good. But before, I didn't understand why they thought I was supposed to like say hi, let's go hang out and do our hair together. Like, I'm not having that. Like, I'm here for Kenny, not for friends. Friends are just a plus, right? It's Love Island. But other than that, like, me and Kayla got into it a couple of times. Yeah, on and off camera. But like, in the end, I'm like big sis, she's little sis. You know, like, I'm 27, she's 22. So, like, of course, the age difference is going to play a part in it. But we got on each other's nerves and we'd call each other out on it. But it's all good now.
Yeah, and living together for so long, seeing each other every single day.
Especially the ones that snore. My Jesus. It was like...
Who snored the most in the villa?
Not to call them out, but I love you, Miguel. Okay. I love you, Cordell. Okay. Kenny never snored, thank God. But there's one more. And it was bad. Who was it? Was it Kendall? It's either Kendall or maybe Hakeem. Someone else snored and we could not. Or maybe it was Nigel. I think it was Nigel. It was just really, really loud.
Nigel?
Like, disrespect. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There was a guy named Nigel, by the way, that came on the show for like 3 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact. He came in when Kenny came in.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, 4 things. Yeah.
What's the most surprising thing that you've discovered about yourself through this whole Love Island experience?
Oh my gosh, you know what's so crazy? I was always asking God to bless me with patience because I'm naturally a very impatient person. Like, my biggest pet peeve is people can't drive and I hate traffic. But I think I did such a good job of being patient, like, in the villa. Like, there's times that girls irritated me. I'm like, I bit my tongue. There's times that we had to wait a little bit longer for dinner. I'm like, that's okay. Like, because we're just doing so many other things, like whenever there's like a challenge and stuff. There's times where I'm having a conversation with someone. I'm like, I just don't care for this conversation. But I'm going to be kind and patient and hear you out, you know? Or there's times where, like, I knew I shouldn't be in this couple. And I'm like, this isn't... But I'm going to be patient and hope that it's the best in the end, you know? There's just so many times where I'm just like, my patience is like actually increasing rather than decreasing. I'm very proud of myself.
That's good. Yeah, I'm very bad with patience myself. So
it's still, you know what's so crazy? Now that I'm out the villa, it went right back. Like, when I was driving, I was like, no. I'm like, no, like, there goes my patience. But at least in the villa, I think I did a good job.
Would you say you've always been this level of confidence, or was it a journey for you to kind of get there? Because I'm wondering what advice you can give to other women who watched you, fell in love with you, and they're like, Janae's a little bit of me. And what advice you have for them to kind of carry themselves with the same confidence you carry yourself with?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think I'm overly confident, if I'm being honest.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I think I've always been just like very gregarious, outgoing, and just like loud. And people perceive it as, oh, she's so confident. No, I'm just crazy. But no, I think my confidence comes from just like happiness, if that makes sense. Like, it took me a long time to love myself, if I'm being honest. And usually people that don't love themselves don't have confidence. But I think even though I didn't love myself, I was just so grateful to be alive and healthy and be able to like do little things that people don't recognize. Like, we can walk with our legs and we have all of our limbs, you know what I mean? We have clean water, we have fresh air. Maybe not the freshest because you guys live in LA, but a little congested this air, but it's the fact that we're okay. You know what I mean? So there were days where like I hated myself. I'm like, you know what, Janae, you woke up this morning and a lot of people didn't, and I'm okay. Like, life goes on. I think the older I got, the more like society would kind of make you want to hate yourself. But I'm grateful that I recognize that society can be a lie. You're beautiful the way you are. Like, God made you perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. remind yourself of that every day. Write it on the mirror in the morning, give it a kiss, and you'll be fine.
So you're saying that when you were feeling low, when you woke up on days when you're feeling low, you were just looking around and figuring out what to be thankful for that you had around, and that's what helped you pick yourself back up.
Practicing gratitude the days I was down was what kept me going.
And your self-love doesn't just come from your looks, because when you're saying, oh, this person's pretty or whatever, it's more, I love myself because I get to have another day on this earth. So I think that is so important when it comes to confidence. And I love that you already see that. And you can help other women see that as well. Because I think when people equate their confidence to looks, that's why it's so easy. If you get rejected, you're like, great, so I'm disgusting. I'm not worth anything because he doesn't like me. Versus when you like, I love how happy I am and how loving I am. What a good friend I am. Like, how can you not love yourself knowing that?
It's personality in your heart. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm
going to take that part out. By the way. Yeah, no, I love that. So then if we dial back to your childhood, can then you share a pivotal moment from your childhood that you think maybe has shaped who you are today? With your values and all of that?
You know, it's so crazy. My dad left us when I was 14. And at that time, I was devastated because I just never thought that'd be like one of us, like my family, to be a part of like that statistic, unfortunately. But looking back, I am so grateful that my dad left because one, it made me gain 1,000% more respect for my mom. She did the damn thing with 3 kids on her own, got us all through college, and we're all straight A students. So I'm very proud of her. But also, I saw the way my mom struggled when I was young. Like at 16, I had 3 jobs to help my brother and sister to get through college. And I woke up one day and I was like, I will never, no offense to my mom, be like my mom. Like trust a man to provide for everything is insane. So before Love Island, I was like a struggling entrepreneur, and I think I'm slowly getting better. But now I'm a day trader and I do e-commerce. Like I sell products on Amazon, like Amazon FBA. And before that, I tried to like start this I started a lash company. It was really good. I used to sell lashes. It was doing great. But I just told myself I'm going to be my own boss and provide for my family. So if a man ever left me, I'd be like, you can go, sweetheart. Like there's the door. You know what I mean? I told myself I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to take care of my mom. And it was all because I saw the way she struggled because my dad left. So I'm grateful that he left. It made me become like a very strong, independent woman.
That's an amazing story.
Thanks.
And that's so smart. My dad tried to instill that in my sister and me as well, because that happened to my mom with her first husband. So that is a good lesson.
I'm grateful.
What's something that you're really proud of, aside from everything that you just shared, that you feel like you don't get enough recognition, whether it was on Love Island or outside of it?
I think I'm a really good friend. I haven't seen the show, and it seems like people see that. But like, I really pride myself in being like, when I tell you I do a good job of putting other people's feelings before mine, or like comforting someone. Like if you were like in like Germany and I'm in America and you're sobbing like I need someone, I will hop on the next flight, no problem. I don't care if my credit card's gonna go through or not. It's gonna go through. But even if it didn't go through, I'd find a way to just be there for my friends, because I feel like other than having family, a really good, solid group of friends is like very, very like necessary in life, because you just never really know what happens next in life. So to have someone like a shoulder to cry on other than like your mom's is really good. But I don't know, you can ask my friends outside the villa. If you were to ask like my best friends, Charmaine and Kiara, they'd tell you like, I'm a really good friend. And I love that. That's like one of my favorite compliments. When people like applaud me for just being like really kind and genuine and bubbly, and then also being like a good person and a good friend. So satisfying. Yeah,
you definitely portray that you're a good friend in the show.
Okay, thanks. I need to watch the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
how come you haven't watched the show?
You know, it's so crazy. We left Fiji like, I think a week ago, maybe. And then we came straight here to like press, like,
and then you're just doing back to back. Yeah.
Home. So like my suitcases, I don't know if you recognize this dress. Episode 4. No, I'm kidding. But like all of my dresses are still from Fiji. Like I cannot wait to wash these. This one's washed, don't worry. But like I'm still living out my suitcase. I have 3 big suitcases straight from Fiji. I still have like the Fiji tag on it. I haven't gone home.
Oh, so you just have not watched TV at all?
No, I haven't watched. Yeah, so I haven't watched. I need to go home and like lay down, shower, change, and then watch it. No.
Do you think when you finally watch it, you're going to skip through any moments that you don't want to watch?
No, you know what's so crazy? A lot of like Serena and Leah, for some reason, they don't want to watch it. They're like, no, we're terrified. Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm good. I'm like, let's watch this to see why America loves us so much. Because we were really confused when we came out. Excuse me, language. The producers on the final finale, they took us to the kitchen. Like, we just need you guys to know you're going to get your phone back in 2 days. And we want to warn you guys that you guys are bigger than Bridgerton. You guys are the number one, like, unscripted, whatever show right now. You guys have been trending on Twitter and they love PPG. And we're just like, huh? Like, what do we do? That was so iconic.
That's so funny. Yeah, I kept thinking, I wonder if they know how big the show is.
We never
because
knew.
this is the big, I mean, because the US is not as big compared to the UK. But season 6
put it on the map.
Went bigger than the UK.
Yeah.
I stopped watching the UK to start watching the US.
I love Love Island UK.
Me too.
For them to say, when they said Love Island USA, I begged production, like, can you put me in Love Island UK? Like, I think I'm supposed to be with a British man because that show is fire. Like, you're not a part of, like, I'm not a UK citizen, so I had to be US.
Oh, you have to have a
Yeah, that's what they say. But then you still, like, Aaron's never been to America. So when they told us that we were number one, we were so confused and in shock. But it wasn't until they said bigger than Bridgerton, we're like, there's no way we're bigger than Bridgerton. Like,
no, that was so crazy. That's why I kept thinking, they don't even know how big they are.
The times that we wanted to go home, I'm grateful that they kept us, you know, but either way, we really wanted to go home. But no, we didn't know anything. So when they told us that, we were like thinking about like, what do our phones look like? And we had to wait 2 days because every episode airs like 2 days after. Yeah, like the 4th of July episode, we really did on July 2nd, you know? But we were just really nerve-wracking. And then somehow someone like told Leah, that she had a lot of followers. I was like, you have a lot. And we're like, if she has a lot, maybe we have like at least half and we're grateful for that. You know what I mean? And then we're like, see, because we told her in the villa, it's Leah Island. She goes, it's Rab Island. I'm like, no, baby, it's Leah Island. So when we came out and people recognized that it was Leah Island, we're like, girl, we told you. But yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, I can't
it
even.
It hasn't hit me yet either.
It hasn't?
No.
Well, because you're going nonstop.
Yeah, I haven't.
So when you probably have a moment to finally relax, but also the reunion's coming up, so I guess it'll continue.
Yes.
And I'm excited for that.
I'm so ready. When I tell you, I'm bringing popcorn. I'm bringing a book to jot my notes because whenever someone says something crazy about me or PPG or Kenny, I write down what they said. Episode 3 at 14 minutes and 36 seconds. You said this, and that. Stand on it. Like,
you write it down?
I'm going to. I haven't watched the show yet.
Oh, so you're going to watch the show. You're going to write everything down.
Yes,
bring a book, your book thing,
and
your journal with you.
To screen record just because I can't remember.
To the show.
Screen record what you said and play it for you right there.
Yeah.
And explain yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're going to be like, hold on one sec. So you see here, I have a little pen. And you're
I
just
got my receipts. And I might bring a measurement tape because I don't know if Koi's 6'8", but we'll see.
Wow. I mean, I'm excited for that then. For the reunion, because I was lurking the Reddit group yesterday to kind of see if they had any specific questions. Obviously, the one thing that we know is that it's happening in New York, but do you have any idea what else people can expect? Like, they were curious if there's going to be a live audience or a watch party. Do you know if there will be?
I don't know. Good question. I want to know myself, to be honest. I hope there's a live audience so they can just, feel the vibes.
Yeah.
But no idea. I guess we have to watch and see.
Okay, I want to kind of dive in and talk about you and Kenny.
Kenny.
You know that guy, right?
I love that guy. Really, really like that guy. Like that guy. Please cut back because it's going to scare him.
Have you said it to him before?
No, okay. I've never said it. And August 1st is like National Girlfriend's Day. And I'm like sending him all these like hints. He's like, you want to come out August 1st? But I already gave him a 10-day break period of me, even though we FaceTime like 3-4 times a day.
Oh, he's away now?
He's in Dallas.
Oh.
And I go to Vegas hopefully tonight. Yeah. So we're already apart from each other, but I drown him in FaceTimes and he answers every time. So I love that. But no, he technically hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend. He asked me to be closed off in the villa. Now we're outside the villa. You feel me? So,
he's waiting.
But he's waiting for the perfect moment. And I think it was going to be National Girlfriend's Day, which is August 1st. But I didn't want to like drown him. So we're just going to push our day to like the 9th. I'll go visit him on the 9th.
Research shows that men actually fall in love with women first, but they just take longer to say it. So if you're feeling it,
actions, the way he looks at it.
Exactly. If you're feeling it, that means he's definitely been feeling it.
I knew. You know what I knew is when he feeds me all the time. Like we'll just be chilling and he'll just like feed me, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And you heard a speech. Honestly, that It was giving I love you.
So good.
It was giving I love you, but I'm not going to say it too soon.
He was probably in love with you within the first day. Plus, it's so Pisces. Pisces men, they're just such lovers. But they need a very strong woman. So that's why it goes really well, because not that they're pushovers, because they need someone who's kind as well, or they can get taken advantage of. But that's where they need that powerful person. Usually they're too scared sometimes to say how they're feeling and things like that because of rejection. So it's more like, you like me? Okay, then I like you too. Now I can move forward and I feel more confident with expressing myself.
You're explaining Kenny to the T, and I love it. Tell me more about him.
What's the biggest lesson about love and relationships that you took away from your whole time on Love Island?
Ooh, okay. Love and relationships. What did I learn about that?
Well, I guess that you'll never be second choice.
Period. Okay, preach, sis. Yeah, that's the first one. I will never ever be someone's second choice. 2, if you want to make a relationship strong, it will need test. I didn't think me and Kenny needed a test. I'm like, dude, we're doing great. But it was a test I didn't know we needed, him bringing Catherine back. And I'm very grateful that he did that, because it made us stronger than ever. Like after that, after we talked it out, we were so like, we were already comfortable with each other. We were 10 times more comfortable. So yeah, if you want to test a relationship to make sure it's strong, give it a test. It'll be fine. If it was meant to be, great. If not, life goes on and there'll be others, you know?
Right. Like what they say, what's meant for me will never lose me.
Exactly. What's for me is for me.
What's something about your relationship with Kenny that you think would surprise other people if they knew?
Oh my gosh, people don't know. Because America thinks Kenny's boring. Kenny is so funny. Like, people think I'm funny. No, Kenny's like 10 times funnier than me. You can ask anyone. If you ask top 3, like PPG and the wives of PPG, that's Real Housewives is the boys.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But if you ask them, Kenny be having us cracking up. Like just the side comments. Like we're on FaceTime and he'll say something random. We'll just start dying. But he's actually really, really funny. But he only opens up to people that he feels like comfortable and safe around, which I love that. Like the world thinks he's just like nice and soft. I'm like, no, this kid's a jokester. Like he's actually really funny.
So what are some qualities in Kenny that you appreciate the most?
I appreciate like the kind words he says to me. Like he always reminds me how beautiful I am. He wishes me a great day. But more than anything, it's his nonverbal communication. Like he's always making sure like when I'm going up the stairs, he's holding my hand, or I get cold easily. He's always keeping me warm. He knows my love language is physical touch. Like the way he like slightly like touches me is very respectful, but really sweet and comforting, stuff like that. He's always like holding my purse for me.
So he's very attentive.
Very, very attentive.
So that's what makes... So I would say those are the qualities in him or gestures that Kenny makes you feel loved and appreciated.
I love how you keep using the word love.
Well,
I see what you're doing and it's working.
No. What about Kenny that you appreciate in his qualities? Just his qualities alone. Qualities. Yeah.
I would say, well, first his communication. The way he talks, like he does a good job of expressing himself. And it always let me know like how he feels.
He's good at being vulnerable.
Yeah, very vulnerable. And I feel like it's so beautiful that it's such a short amount of time we've known each other. Even though we spent every day together, 24 hours in a villa together, it still might feel pressured. But I love that he felt comfortable, or at least I did a good enough job making him feel comfortable. But his communication style is really good and healthy. His emotional intelligence is really high. Like he knows when I'm about to get irritated, or like when I'm like not having it, or just when I'm really, really happy. He's like, look, you're smiling. I know you're really happy because you love ice cream. I'm like, yeah, good job, Kenny. I am happy, you know?
What would you say so far the biggest sacrifice that you've had to make for your relationship with Kenny?
My biggest sacrifice was being okay with him having a side piece. Like I had to be a sister wife for like a whole 3 days. That's crazy. Girl.
I can never imagine doing that. Like just being there and having to be nice to that person.
And she sat right next to me in the makeup room. Like there's all these options, and Shawty sat right next to me. And I was like, oh, you got jokes today. Okay. But no, the first 2 days was like I wouldn't use the word miserable. It was just very annoying and disappointing. Like the first day he brought me breakfast, but he also brought her breakfast. I'm just like, but it's okay because that's how sweet Kenny is. Just me personally, I'm like, what are you doing? Pick one. You know what I mean? But he's so kind, so it's fine. But yeah, just the fact that I had to be like a sister wife for like a whole 72 hours, I'm like, I'm not having this.
Right. It's hard because normally you would just go home, you cry alone, and then you post like sad quotes on stories, or you just pretend like you're having fun.
If you think I'm about to be okay with that.
Exactly. But instead, you just stuck there.
I got humbled in that villa. That was it. I'm like, nah, it doesn't get any more humbling than this.
So what do you envision for the future for you and Kenny, aside from him finally asking you out on August 1st?
Oh, he could just propose to me August 1st.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, forget being my girlfriend. How about my fiance?
Fiance. Let's just give it. If he gives me like a promise ring, I'm like, we don't have to make this a promise. We can. No, I'm kidding. No, with me and Kenny, okay, so I feel like my jokes are really bad because I'm always joking about marriage and he just goes along with them. And I can't tell if he thinks I'm funny or psycho. And I don't want to know that answer.
I think he likes it.
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
Or he's just so scared of me. He's like,
I think as a Pisces, they need the constant validation.
I hope so. But no, you know what I want? For us to literally just go with the flow. Like we both love to travel. So we're definitely going to be travel besties. I want to go all over the world with him. But I want to give him his space, respect his space, and let him have it, like, be his own person. So he's really big into like health and fitness. I'm really big into just being like Little Miss CEO. So I want us to have our own thing and then also vibe together, but no pressure. Like, what do I want? What's next? Whatever comes. Okay. I always remind Kenny, like, our book is already written by God. So whatever's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. If we're not supposed to end up together, that's okay. As long as he's happy, I just want to see him happy. You know?
That's amazing. And that is the best way to just move.
Yeah. I'm like,
because then you're just stress-free.
Stress-free. I'm not tripping. God got me.
Now I'm going to do a quick little game.
Let's play a game.
I'm going to give you a short sentence and then you tell me the islander that comes to mind. Okay?
I'm about to get myself in trouble.
No, these are super chill.
Okay.
I swear, I narrow them down. Has the biggest heart?
Ooh, other than me. Oh, Liv.
Liv.
You'd be surprised. She has a really big heart.
No. We saw
okay,
that.
Good, thanks.
You'd be surprised. She's like not that bad. You'd be surprised.
No, yeah, that tweet really like rubbed her the wrong way. Poor girl. But no, she's amazing.
Biggest flirt?
Biggest flirt, Miguel. He has a way with his words.
Biggest drama queen?
Kaylor. Yeah.
Most trustworthy?
Serena.
Biggest vibe?
Lily.
Leah.
Leah for sure.
Best cook?
Cordell.
Not you?
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna give it to him only because I like to cook, but he loves to cook. Like every morning, he was whipping in the kitchen for Serena. Like I thought I could cook, but now he got me.
Oh, worst cook?
Because I love Kaylor, I really do. But she doesn't know how to cook. So she's not the worst. She just doesn't know how to cook.
Messiest islander?
Ooh. I'll say me.
Okay, so you're talking about emotionally or with clothes?
Oh.
You meant emotionally probably. You think you're the messiest? No.
With like clothes and stuff, Kaylor, because her makeup would be like everywhere and her clothes is laid out. She had a lot of clothes. So in her defense, she had like, I don't know how she packed everything in such a small suitcase.
Messy emotionally?
Literally messy. They are going to say Kendall, and I love Kendall. I don't think Kendall was messy, but if you ask any other Islander, they say it's Kendall, and I didn't see that because that's my best friend. He's like my guy best friend of all the people. So me and Kendall are messy and we love it. So it's fine.
Biggest ride or die?
Ooh, it's a tie with Serena and Leah. They were like, literally both of them were my biggest ride or dies.
Most genuine?
Can I take that one?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, fine. You'll take one. Biggest game player?
Biggest game player. Who is playing the game? I know what people think, but I don't think it's him, so I'm not gonna say that name. You know what's so crazy? I think that's what set us apart from the other seasons. Like no one was a really good game player. Like we were really like trying to find love and find our like people. I think like we had to be reminded, like don't forget there's a cash prize at the end of this. We're like, oh yeah, we forgot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think anyone was there to play a game. Oh, Connor.
Okay.
I was like, wait a second. No, he was playing. Connor, final answer.
Period. Okay. Yeah. So we settled that
Other
one.
than Connor, everyone was being genuine and real.
And last one is most likely to stay friends forever.
PPG, baby.
Okay. I noticed that you're really close with Kendall. And I would love to know, what's your favorite friendship moment with Kendall inside or outside the villa that would surprise people?
Oh my gosh. Okay. It would be inside the villa. We gave each other really good advice and we were like, you know, rooting for each other. No, my favorite moment is outside the villa with Kendall. It was so funny. Just the other day, we went like bull riding, like, you know, the mechanical bull ride.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun. We had a blast. And then we're just drunk running around the streets of LA. And then we went to brunch the next day. We started making a bunch of TikToks and stuff.
Aww.
Yeah, he can drink. And like, I can't drink, but he like motivates me or like bullies me to take shots. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll do it. But we also went out, like went to Delilah together. We were just dancing in the streets. But like Kendall is literally my like spirit animal. Not gonna hold you. Like, he's so much fun. He's such a vibe. And that's when we like really became besties. Like, we were really close in the villa, but outside the villa, we were like glued to the hip for like 4 or 5 days straight, and we had a blast. It was so much fun.
Would you say that's one of your most surprising friendships that you got out of the villa?
Out of everyone, I knew me and him were close, but the fact that we got super duper close immediately after the villa, I didn't see that coming, and I love that. I love that for us. Yeah.
Who would you say the most misunderstood islander is?
Ooh, misunderstood. Okay, I can't give it to Rob, so I'm gonna give it to Aaron. Surprise, plot twist, because I see, this is the thing, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know what you guys see, but inside the villa, out of all the guys are very sweet, respectful, and genuine, but Aaron has the biggest heart, I think. Like, I hate that no one could see what I see, but like, when I tell you, there's days where like, I just was like single, he'd make me breakfast. Like, every day the girls got breakfast. But there's days where the girls were single. So we're like, fuck, who's going to make us breakfast? Excuse my language. And it was Aaron to bring us breakfast. And he'd make us smoothies. And he's vegan. So he'd make us like different dishes.
He's vegan?
Yeah, Aaron's vegan. Fun fact.
I feel like I missed that somehow.
Yeah. I mean, we never really saw us eat, right?
Thank God, though. I feel like that's one question that people always have about islanders, especially I've noticed with UK. People always curious when they're eating. I rather not. Whenever, even the US, if I'm watching and you guys start talking and eating, I just want to kill myself.
That is so funny. Yeah, imagine us talking.
Make that noise.
I mean, in the middle of the night, we do like toasties and chips and stuff. But technically, like, those are like snacks. But no, you want to say we're like chicken and ribs and burgers and fries and potatoes and salad. Like, we were eating. So I was like, you don't want to see that. I'm
really surprised. So you think Aaron is the most misunderstood one?
I think, like, yes, he messed up in Casa. And yes, like, some people say he gaslighted Kayla. I don't know if he gaslighted her or not. I do know they did genuinely really care for each other. They're very passionate. For like a very long time, I would say that they were the strongest couple in the villa for like a long time. So it was obviously before Casa more. But the thing is, you can ask any islander, he's very sweet. Like, him and Serena were best friends for a very long time in the villa. And just little things. Like, he always gave us kisses on the foreheads. Good morning, ladies. He always complimented us. Jane, you look absolutely stunning in that dress. Oh, Liv, you just look absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know where this accent's coming from. Sorry, Aaron. But he was sweet. Super kind, super sweet. So when we got at the villa, everyone was like just dogging him. I'm like, fuck, little do you guys know he's a sweetheart, you know?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with his relationship with Kayla, just him as a person. Very sweet.
For the reunion, what would your predictions be? For example, predictions of who's going to have drama with one another, or prediction which couple is not going to make it until for the reunion?
Okay, in relation to couples, gosh, I hope everyone's still together. Like,
but if you had to predict one couple,
top 4, I think we're good. Not gonna hold you. I think we're good.
So you think everyone's making it?
I think it looks bad for some people right now, but I think they'll be fine. Everyone in top 4.
It looks bad for some people right now, but you think they'll make it by the reunion?
I do.
Okay, so prediction of who's going to have drama with each other in the reunion.
Okay, let's see. I'm coming for Connor. I'll let you know right now. That's not okay with the fact that he's just talking about me, lying on me. Unnecessary. Very ignorant. I had no problem with Koi. Like, we ended things great, but I think he has some things to say, but it's just like so irrelevant to me. Andrea, the way she is coming for Leah, it literally does not make sense, if I'm being honest, because even Andrea seemed very sweet to Leah, and Leah's very sweet to Andrea. It seemed like they got on very well. So we're genuinely very confused of why she's acting like that. I would get it if Leah was like up in her face, like, you ain't, and blah, blah, blah. I don't like, but I'm so serious. I pride Leah in biting her tongue. I laid to Leah, I'm like, you're doing such a good job biting your tongue after this girl came in and stole your man that I would think your tongue got ripped off, because Leah was like, she's, you know what I mean? So I'm very confused by Andrea saying that. Who else would have beef? I hope Nicole. I love Nicole. And PPG loves her, but I think, I hope she doesn't have any problem with us, like, just being there for Kendall, but I'm not sure. I think we're fine. I think Nicole loves us. We love Nicole, so that's nothing. I hope no one has a problem with Liv, because I'll be stupid, because PPG loves Liv, so don't come for Liv. It's going to be the Casa More girls.
Oh, do you guys not have a type friendship with the Casa More girls?
I love Daniela and I love Sierra. I haven't really talked to Kat or Dea, and me and Catherine ended on great terms. Like, I haven't talked to her. I don't think she said anything bad. But if there was a problem, it could be there. But Kane, Damn it, Kane. I was rooting for Kane. Kane's been talking crazy. So
Oh, really?
I think we're all coming for Kane.
Who's Coy?
Exactly. Period.
I feel like I have
Thank
to
you.
look that up. That's the only name I missed.
Don't worry about it.
Is that the guy in the beginning?
Yes.
Ah.
Mr. 6'5", but he claims 6'8". Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna bring my ruler because it's not adding up. But
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add that I may have not asked you?
no, you done amazing.
Really?
Even the question that I
Thank
didn't
you.
want you to ask, you asked. I was like,
Oh,
darn.
period. Thank you. Okay, where can people find you?
Oh my gosh, I am on Instagram and that is Janae Craig _. By the way, my name is spelled Jana, so it looks like Jana, but my name's Janae. Fun fact. On TikTok, which I'm having so much fun. I love TikTok. I'm about to TikTok my life away. It's so much fun. That is Janae.Craig. I think like my other name is like Nene. You know, like when you type in Janae.com, it says like Nene. I'm gonna start YouTubing because people are so curious of what PPG be up to. Yeah. I have my links in my Instagram bio, but I think my TikTok, no. I think my YouTube is like Janae Craig, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone's so curious, like, what do you guys do every day? Like PPG. I'm like, I'll show you. Yeah.
Well, right now you're just going to interviews nonstop.
Now and I've been TikToking. It's just like running from like building to building, city all over the city.
So what's next for you?
What's next for me? I do this thing where I live with no regrets. So I say yes to everything. That's what got me to Love Island, just saying yes. So I am about to be everywhere, anywhere, ever. I'm about to be doing anything and everything. Like you're gonna be sick of me.
Like a
very
podcast?
soon. Everyone's asking for a podcast, but do you hear my voice? It's annoying.
To you, but not to other people.
I know, on
To
TikTok
us,
it
our
says
voice are the
soothing.
worst. We hate our voices.
No, but mine's is down bad right now. No, I don't ever see myself doing a podcast. I love like watching. Like you're amazing. I love watching you. Me personally, to sit here and ask questions, but I'll answer them. You know what I mean? I love, this sounds really weird, but before everything started, I thought I was going to be on like ESPN News, Good Morning America. Like I wanted to be like a commentator, like
You
a
still
host.
could.
I know.
You never know.
My dream goal in life sounds really like cringe. Was in college, my major was communication because I told myself I'm going to host the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That was like at 8 years old, I'm like, that's gonna be me. Like my OG goal in life. And I told all my professors in college, and like, Janae, you have a very symmetrical face, but you're not gonna make it. It's a doggy dog world. They're gonna rip you apart. You're gonna hate life. And I was like, fine, I'll be an entrepreneur. So now, entrepreneur, but I love what I do. But if I could rewind time, I want to be like in like a McDonald's commercial, a Coca-Cola commercial.
You still can. That's so crazy.
Right.
You literally still
Hosting
can.
a Golden Globe. Like you just see my face, everyone be like, there goes Janae again doing something random. Yeah, because I love anything and everything.
Good.
That's going to be me. You're going to see me everywhere.
Okay, so your goal is to just be everywhere
But
till
really
people are sick of you.
I love hosting.
So you love hosting and interviewing.
And cooking and interviewing for sure. I love interviewing. I love that. Yeah, anywhere you need me, I'm there.
So podcasting. So in the end, okay, cool.
We'll start with YouTube and then like, we're begging for like a PPG reality show. But I want to call it like the Real Housewives of PPG. And it's really like our mans, like Cordell, Miguel, and Kenny. And they're the housewives.
Oh, I love that.
We put the team on our back. And so it's the Real Housewives of them, but then it's also like our lives.
And you guys all move into Leah's house. And that's where you just shoot it.
Yeah, we played in her movie room last night. She has a movie theater. It was fun.
That's so fun. That's
we're watching podcasts. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on
for
Almost Adulting. You guys know where to find Janae. Make sure to follow her. I'll obviously include all the links in the description of today's episode. If you have any questions, you can ask her. And love you. Do svidanya. Bye. That's it.
I love that.
So good.
Was it? Did I talk too much?